Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. But now that you're here, I actually have something I'd really like to discuss with you. Do you feel like you've suddenly lost control of communication with your teenage daughter? Do you feel like your failure of a marriage has really impacted your knowledge of slang and your ability to communicate with your sons and daughters? Well, fret no more. I am here, Karen the mom, to help you out and help you understand today's slang. If you're interested in this, go ahead and tune in.
All those moments will be lost in time.
Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So one of my absolute favorite things is reading really cringy articles that make me want to physically retract into myself, much like a turtle returning into its shell. Before we get into this video, as you know, content like this is often demonetized, so I'd like to thank today's sponsor, Adam & Eve. Adam & Eve is America's favorite adult store. Not only does it come with discreet packaging, but they also donate 20% of their profit to help fight the spread of HIV around the world. They also have a 24/7 customer service and have 90-day no-hassle returns. If you go to adamandeve.com and use code GLARE, you'll get 50% off one item and free shipping in the US and Canada. Thank you, Adam & Eve, for sponsoring this video. Jacob came across an article on Reddit and he sent it to me, and it's so embarrassing to read articles of people who don't understand something trying to explain it to other people who don't understand something. Kind of like Cosmopolitan with dating, relationships, everything. What is a visco girl? Okay, boomer. A parent's dictionary to teen slang words. Can we get an F in the chat, boys? This is already pretty bad for a title. If you clicked on this story, it's probably because you have no idea what your kids are saying. Hi, welcome to the club. Thanks to the internet, mostly TikTok, let's be real, new slang words and phrases are popping up all the time, making it hard to have a conversation with your offspring. A sample conversation with a teen. Okay, I need to like physically prepare to say this out loud because it's so embarrassing. Oh, that visco girl. She's definitely not in my squad, but I stan her swagger, even though those scrunchies are trash. Hundo P, okay, boomer? I feel like I just lost 10 years of my life reading that out loud. Who speaks like this? Hundo P? Who says that? Who? I'm 26, so I'm not talking like this, but I have never heard 13-year-olds or whatever say swagger Hundo P. Jacob, do you stand my swagger Hundo P?
What?
Do you stand my swagger Hundo P, okay, boomer? Do you?
What you're saying.
You heard it here, fellow youths. I know all the new slang and tea. Translation of what I just read, a stroke essentially. A trendy girl is not in your child's group of friends, but she appreciates her confidence even though her big ponytail holders are terrible. She 100% thinks that. Don't you understand, you old out-of-touch mom? Wrecked. Old out-of-touch mom. Yikes. Here's a list of teen slang terms and their definitions. Hopefully it'll help you better understand what your kids are saying. Because you couldn't possibly just ask your kids, hey, can you rephrase that? Or, hey, what does this word mean? No, you're gonna go to USA Today and figure it out with all the other old out-of-touch moms. Visco girls often can be heard saying to the confusion of many. Yes, this is the sound you make when you hit lots of keys at once on your keyboard. BuzzFeed notes this term didn't begin with the Visco girls, but started in the black community, as does much viral online chatter. And Ayup, still with us? Drag queen Jasmine Masters said and Ayup in a viral video clip, which sent the internet, and yes, eventually the Visco girls section of the internet, into a tizzy. You can say and Ayup when someone says something unexpected or provocative. Listen, if you don't know what these terms mean, don't try to incorporate them into your daily lingo, please. It's really embarrassing. And I've done this myself where there's a word I like and I want to incorporate it into my colloquial speak and it just does not work. I sound like an out-of-touch mom when I do that. Ah, the infamous okay boomer. Gen Z and millennials are retaliating against the baby boomers' perception of them with the phrase okay boomer. When someone responds to someone or something with okay boomer, they're basically calling that thing old, out of touch, and resistant to change. Boomer catchphrases have existed for some time, but okay boomer has gained traction through TikTok. Okay boomer is a little bit of a phenomenon in and of itself because millennials have been so fucking dragged by the media. Like, the person I imagine when I think of millennials being dragged is Piers Morgan, just because I know things have to be going really badly for me to agree with him. I think I've only agreed with him once, and it's because he was calling someone a pedophile. But anyway, I lost my train of thought when we got to pedophiles. Because millennials have been so made fun of and like, get off your phone, or why are your jeans ripped? Then that's why people are retaliating with okay boomer. Trash, garbage, horrible. Why did they put okay, used to refer to something that is absolutely unacceptable because it's all around terrible. Like when you tell your friends your boyfriend is celebrating Valentine's Day on February 15th because he has to work on February 14th. Yeah, sis, that man is trash. I'm sorry, but this article is actually starting to piss me off now. So this is why I'm getting annoyed. The implication is that younger people are mutating the meaning of words or dumbing them down and are therefore less intelligent. That's the vibe I'm getting. I could be off. Maybe I am, but there was no need to explain trash. And I especially feel like it was a dig when at the end it's like, yeah, sis, that man is trash. This is all colloquial speech. This is chit chat. This is not what we write in our essays, you know? So to make it seem like this is the core of who youths are, I'm not a fan. Plus, what's the deal with this thing of celebrating Valentine's Day on February 15th because he has to work on February 14th? People have jobs, bro. I don't know what the problem is. I feel like I thought this was just gonna be cringe, but now I'm actually getting mad, which is the story of my life. Hundo P. Now, Hundo P, I'm sorry, this is crossing the line. Who says this? Who? I would like to know. I want to know who says Hundo P. Short for 100%. Absolutely, for sure. You are definitely confirming that thing 100%. Want to go to Costco for free sample day? Hundo P. This article is sad. Savage. Savage is when someone does and says something completely outrageous and doesn't fear the repercussions or consequences of their actions. For example, if you told your friend you wanted the last cookie out of the cookie jar and then they took it and ate it right in front of you, that's savage. Yes, I'm so happy that this article defined what savage means, you know? The totally relatable and completely realistic moment when I'm about to eat a cookie and my friend snatches it from me and I'm like, damn, that's savage. That is like the last thing I think about when I think of savage. What do you guys think about? When I think of savage, I think of someone clapping back at someone else on Twitter. Same. If I said to a 97-year-old man where he's like, damn, I'm gonna die soon, and I said same, he wouldn't know what I mean? Are you kidding me? People say same in response to things they have in common with someone. You are putting up your Christmas decorations early and don't care what anyone else thinks? Same. But it can also be used sarcastically. For example, if you tell a friend, oh my god, Justin proposed, they might respond with same to mock your happiness. Yeet. I want to see how they define yeet. There's creative variety with this word. It can mean to throw something, set an excitement, an agreement, and can also be a dance move. Take your pick. Either way, don't yeet your baby like the woman here. I don't know why I think that's so funny. Don't yeet your baby like the woman here. Gucci, not your mother's designer handbag. This basically just means some variation of good. Can be used in multiple ways. Let's say Karen brought a casserole over, but she accidentally dumped it on your white carpet after repeatedly apologizing. She can tell you're still a little irritated. Karen may ask if you're okay, and because you don't want to create any more tension, you can say, I'm Gucci, or it's all Gucci. I'm sorry, but this scenario is so funny to me. It sounds like a white suburban scenario where Karen fucking drops her casserole on your white carpet, and in your white suburban context, a mother is gonna turn to Karen and say, it's all Gucci, I can't. No, that would not happen. I'm sorry, that would not happen. I think it would be more along the lines of, I'm not gonna carpool your son to school anymore, or something like that. And I feel like a lot of this feels like explaining to a friend who's never heard any slang or ever seen TV or ever been on social media what it means. And then I think I cringe because I'm imagining a Karen saying some of this stuff, and it just is so funny, but also cringy. Kind of like millennials or young people are these animals in a zoo, and the person writing this is just kind of watching them interpreting things not necessarily correctly. Anyway, let me know which of these terms was your favorite. I think my favorite was hundo P because it sounds so douchey. Nobody says it, and it could really get annoying if I said that a lot of times, like hundo P, like it's such a punchable word. So that one's my favorite. Let me know yours. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.